Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Joe Tophat. With the recent passing of Alan Young and the announcement of a new DuckTales movie next year, I started to think about the character of Scrooge McDuck. While he is not a villain by any means, even though some versions portray him that way, Scrooge is known for his greed. And it's no wonder since he's named after the famous Dickens character. For most people, they think of Scrooge in like the original cartoon DuckTales, or in the video games he's been featured in, such as DuckTales NES and the remastered version. But what most people don't realize is that the character has been around a lot longer than DuckTales. Most people would think that Scrooge's first appearance was in the 1983 classic Mickey's Christmas Carol, but he actually goes even further back. In 1967, there was a cartoon called Scrooge McDuck and His Money, but even further back, he made an appearance in the intro to the Mickey Mouse Club. But what a lot of people overlook is that Scrooge McDuck actually first appeared in comics, dating all the way back to 1947. He was created by legendary comic book artist Carl Barks, who is known for working on the Donald Duck comics. Well, today we know Scrooge as the richest duck in the world, and for his many adventures. He wasn't always that way, especially in his very first appearance, which, appropriately enough, is a Christmas comic called Christmas on Bear Mountain. The comic starts off with Donald and his nephews feeling down in the dumps because it is almost Christmas and Donald is flat broke. They wish that their Uncle Scrooge would help them out, but they know he won't. And now we will get our first glimpse of Scrooge McDuck. Looks pretty different than he does in DuckTales, don't he? In fact, he is nastier than he had ever been on the show. Here I sit in this big lonely dump, waiting for Christmas to pass. Bah! That silly reason when everybody loves everybody else. A curse on it. Me, I'm different. Everybody hates me, and I hate everybody. Gosh, take a chill pill, Scrooge. Well, like the Dickens character, Scrooge does not like Christmas because of how cheery everybody is. But at the same time, he wants to have fun like everyone else because, well, he never has fun. He decides to give Donald a present, but he wants to put him through a test first. He sends Donald a letter inviting him to stay at his mountain cabin for Christmas and to invite Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And what is this test that Scrooge wants to put Donald through? He wants to test his bravery. And how does he test his bravery? By dressing up like a bear. Scrooge gives his reasons for wanting to test Donald because, like he says right here, as I've said before, I hate everybody, but I could learn to like a brave man if there is such a thing. So people who serve in the military, the police, firefighters, and paramedics don't exist to you? You're a dick, Scrooge. Well, anyway, Donald and his nephews arrive at the cabin and find that there are toys and lots of food to eat, and it looks like they're going to have a Merry Christmas. Scrooge puts on his bear outfit and scares his butler to take a vacation. This pleases Scrooge because he does not believe a brave man exists. Again, there have been millions of people throughout the years who have proven bravery time and time again. Do you not read history books, Scrooge? Well, Scrooge picks an appropriate outfit to test Donald's bravery because the one thing that Donald is afraid of is bears. While Scrooge is planning his shenanigans, Donald and his nephews enjoy the cabin. They sleep very well at night, have snowball fights, and even eat lobster for breakfast. I don't know about you, but I prefer eating a bowl of cereal for breakfast. Everything would be perfect except for one thing. Scrooge forgot to give them a Christmas tree. Donald refuses to go get one because of the bears. Huey, Dewey, and Louie throw a hissy fit, so Donald agrees to go get them a Christmas tree. Only to come back because he thought he saw a bear. It turns out it was a bunny rabbit. Wow, Donald really has a fear of bears. I wonder if Winnie the Pooh gives him nightmares. Donald finally gives him a rather crappy looking tree, but what he doesn't know is that inside it is a bear cub. And the cub is eventually missed by the mother bear, who comes to attack Donald, but the two faint. When Uncle Scrooge finally arrives in his bear outfit, he sees Donald and the mother bear sleeping side by side. Scrooge is very impressed by this and declares Donald the bravest duck in the world. He decides to invite them over to his mansion where they have a Christmas feast and presents. And what does Scrooge give Donald for a present? Bearskin. Well, as you might have guessed, Donald faints the moment he sees the bearskin. And when Scrooge asks what happened, Huey, Dewey, and Louie just say he had too much turkey or peanuts. Well, Scrooge assumes that they're telling the truth, but he's not really sure. I find Christmas on Bear Mountain to be a unique appearance for the richest duck in the world. Although he's named after the Dickens character, he doesn't have a deep-seated hatred for the holiday. In fact, the whole story revolves around him trying to find a brave duck, and he feels he found it in Donald. Like Steve Urkel many years later, Scrooge was meant to be a one-time character. Barks saw potential in this character and decided to use him for many stories to come. He was eventually adapted into DuckTales, one of the greatest cartoons ever created. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Christmas on Bear Mountain. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.